Take a look at your knee. What about it stands out to you? Does it resemble anything? Probably not. It's just a hinge to your every step. Maybe even a weapon if you choose to use it as one. But what if I told you that one knee could change American society? This was the case for one man. Former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick and his knee became the center of attention and controversy. On September 1st, 2016, during the national anthem of the San Francisco 49ers' final preseason game, Kaepernick, who opted to sit on the bench during the presentation of the song the previous week, decided to do something that no athlete has done before. He knelt instead of standing. When asked about it, he responded by saying, "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the street, and people are getting paid to leave and get away with murder." This peaceful protest against police brutality and racism in America continued all season long. Kaepernick took a knee to take a stand in something that he felt so compelled to fight for with his platform, not willing to back down or succumb to the endless pressure, criticism, and adversity that would soon follow. He would be the hero in the end, fighting for what is right and for what he believed in, all in the name of justice. Kaepernick took this knee knowing that he would be loved and hated. He could lose his job in the NFL and all of his endorsements. He could be seen as a traitor to his country, but he took this knee anyway, and with the best intentions. He discussed his idea to protest with former Green Beret and NFL player Nate Boyer, who said the kneel is a sign of respect that soldiers show at the graves of their fallen brothers and heroes. Boyer called it powerful and the middle ground without overstepping boundaries. It was a non-malicious act to send a message provoking change. Kaepernick also responded to criticism by saying, "Once again, I'm not anti-American. I love America. I love people. That's why I'm doing this. I want to help make America better," and proceeded to donate $1 million of his salary to charity. As more coverage of Kaepernick daringly serving as both a pro football player and an avid civil rights activist circulated, he received a great deal of praise and support across the country. Numerous teammates and players across the league, and even outspoken owner of the Dallas Cowboys and general manager Jerry Jones, felt inspired and joined him in kneeling. Players raised their fists in the air, locked arms together, and put rivalries aside to unite as one in Kaepernick's cause. The 49ers stood by Kaepernick as well and refused to deny him his freedom of speech and expression. His jersey was number 1 on the sales list. He was on the cover of the GQ magazine and named a Citizen of the Year in 2017. He was honored with Sports Illustrated's Muhammad Ali Legacy Award. Flocks of people on social media signaled their allegiance to him by using the hashtag #I'mWithKap. His actions were commended by President at the time Barack Obama. Nike collaborated with him, as well as icons like LeBron James and Serena Williams, on an Emmy Award-winning commercial titled Dream Crazy, in which he headlined his face with the famous quote that would practically become the slogan for his campaign, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything." On the other side of the spectrum, he received his fair share of backlash. Players spoke out against him. Fans burned their jerseys of Kaepernick in disapproval. President-to-be Donald Trump expressed strong disagreement by publicly saying, "Get that son of a off the field right now. You're fired. Fired." Nike products were boycotted. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell resented the action as well, especially because the NFL was losing money fast and ratings were plummeting. Angry viewers protested watching the NFL in disgust of Kaepernick's actions, seeing him as a disgrace. No team wanted Kaepernick in the following season of 2017, and he was left as an unsigned free agent. He has not had a quarterbacking job since. Many believe he was, and still is, being blackballed by the league since the QB is more than capable of at least earning a backup spot on a team's roster. He literally sacrificed everything. Support for Kaepernick's campaign has seen a huge resurgence after the recent and horrific death of George Floyd. 4 years later, the cause that Kaepernick so passionately fought for, action against police brutality and racism, puts him back in the spotlight and being seen as the hero he had always been. This tragic event has pushed America well over the edge. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, protests, both peaceful and violent, have taken the nation by storm. People and cops of all colors and backgrounds are rallying together and spreading awareness, kneeling in silence to solemnly honor Floyd. Social media trends and movements are endless, which include Kaepernick's peaceful kneel being compared side by side to Officer Derek Chauvin's deliberate kneel that killed Floyd. As every company and franchise in America issues anti-racial public statements, President Trump and Roger Goodell, who both previously made it very clear that they disagreed with Kaepernick's protests, expressed that they do not stand for racism or police brutality either. Countless players and fans have bashed Goodell, and countless citizens have bashed Trump for not being with Kaepernick back then, calling out the hypocrisy that they both show by making it seem like they both support Kaepernick and his cause now. As Martin Luther King famously said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." This injustice is still happening generations and decades later, and it is simply inexcusable. No matter what happened, Colin Kaepernick knew that he was right. he still fights for what is right today. The fusion of MLK's messages, along with his own, is something that he will not stop fighting for until there is a permanent change made. The most remarkable thing about him is that he never stopped believing in that something, even though he sacrificed everything. My name is Will Corliss. Thank you for listening.